Hey guys, it's Mrs. Everyday Guys checking in. So I'm here with my man David from Philly. So David, give everybody a brief overview of what you do.
I do a multitude of things. I'm a music manager. I just started transitioning into producing TV shows and documentaries. I do some real estate as well. That's mainly what I do, amongst a few other things.
So I know I was looking at a little bit of your clips of Stamp Gang.
Stamp Gang.
Stamp Gang. So what is that basically about?
Stamp Gang is a urban travel show. Like, oh my gosh, I've never seen a black person before.
Are you serious?
I've actually gone to a country.
I've never seen a black.
I've gone to a country. I've been to Poland. This is one country in particular. I was in Poland, and I had people literally walking up to me like, "Oh my gosh, you're the first black person I've ever saw. Can I touch your skin?" So from traveling the world, it put me in a whole different perspective of, damn, my experience is going to be different than another person's experience based on how I look.
That's true.
And that's never been filmed.
So the whole idea of Stamp Gang is to basically travel to these different locations internationally, anywhere, and basically is going to come from your perspective. Well, the people that's a part of the cast.
Well, yeah, I don't want to put too much out there, but it's a travel show in which we're going to show you a multitude of things when you travel to these places, like the food, the fashion, the culture, the music.
The politics, I know you said.
Politics.
Because the religion, everyone got a different religion, depending on culture, different politician, different things.
Exactly. So, Stamp Gang coming soon. Look out for that.
Get your passport.
Yo, that's what we promote. We promote getting your passport.
Your new show, your new drama. But what about the artists that you manage?
Yeah.
You know, what type of artists do you manage? I know you manage some rappers, some DJs. Do you manage anybody else? Do you?
Well, currently I'm working with Bach Nero. He's a hip hop electronic music artist. Shizlo, he's an electronic music artist.
What do you mean by electronic music artist? I know like hip hop, pop, rap, R&B. What is electronic?
He's a hybrid. So, I mean, he can do anything. He can do just straight hip hop records, but then he'll jump on a house record. He might jump on. Future bass, which is another form of electronic music. I mean, there's all these subgenres of electronic music people may not be aware of, but he has the ability to rap over multiple different types of electronic music. He's the only one in the world really doing that.
Usually, because I know do you usually stay away from like people that's like, I guess like, I don't want to say small-minded, but that's not as open.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have a record and you can't leave the city, I'm not gonna work with you.
Okay.
Like, what's the point?
Okay, so if an artist just came to you and was just like, "Yo, David, I like what you're about. I see what you're doing for these artists or whatever that. I want you to manage me."
It's a certain criteria that you gotta have, man. You gotta be driven. I'm not gonna hold your hand. You have to be spontaneous. Like literally, like, yo, bro. Like literally, we did the Jimmy Kimmel show, right?
That's big.
Yeah, we did the Jimmy Kimmel show. You know they called us the day before to fly to LA.
Just like that. Come on, y'all.
Yo, y'all gonna be on the Jimmy Kimmel show? Be here
tomorrow.
Yeah. Be here tomorrow.
We going.
We out.
Alright, so from what you're saying, like everybody's making money. It's not like y'all not, you know what I mean, like y'all struggling or nothing like that. You're like, no, we international is like where things are. You do stuff that's national, but you focus on also the international because that's where the artists are at. You know they expect American culture and stuff like that. So that's like you're opening up, doors for other people and stuff like that, and for different things. And when you talk about managing and stuff like that, you manage like artists, you manage DJ. Do you manage like photographers, videographers?
Yeah, I work with a photographer. I work with videographers. A lot of videographers I work with, they're like touring around the world with other artists. So
do you try to keep everything in-house? Like, you know what I mean? Like you have your photographer on staff, you have your videographer there, you have your, you know what I mean, anybody that keep everything within the circle. Like, people that's gonna.
Well, it's about having a team, right? So if I got a dope photographer, then all my artists can get photos done. If I got a dope videographer, we get our music videos shot. You know what I mean? If you look at all my artists on Instagram, we have top of the line, high quality content. You know what I mean? It's always good content because we have a team of people. It's not about me putting my mans on. It's not about me putting my cousin on. Are you good at what you do? So, I want to a chef. I want to work with all types of people that are just really good at what they do. I kind of want to duplicate anything. Like, I don't want two of the same thing, kind of, sort of.
You want everybody that's unique. That's what you're saying. Your team. You want to have a whole bunch of different genres. Like, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. Right. That's dope. So they can like.
So everybody can build off each other, like.
Yeah, because sometimes you may need a chef. You know, we're traveling. I need a chef. I need a stylist. I need a barber. I need a hairstylist. I need all of that stuff is connected. Right. I need what is that called? Fitness, because physical fitness. You know what I mean? I need someone that, you know what I mean. What if somebody's vegan? You know, they're a boxer. They may want to go vegan with. You know what I mean? So that's good that you're bringing. You know what I mean? A good team. That's basically what it is, and bringing everything together. Because at the end of the day, that's all connected.
Absolutely.
What about studio? Do you have your artists, do they have recording studios here? Is it like...
You know, different artists have different setups. Like, my one artist has his own home studio. My other artist, he works with a few engineers. They go to different studios.
Okay.
So this is not really a home-based studio. Maybe that's something I'll probably do down the line. But I just never really wanted to invest into a studio just because, you know, it's just not something I'm passionate about having. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I have a studio mock-up that I'll show you off camera.
Okay. I'm definitely like, Dad, you do all of these things. I'm like, I'm impressed. Because, you know what I mean? And you're very humble. People don't know that you're very humble. You're very like, thank you for even giving me this opportunity to interview you and stuff like that. So I really appreciate it, you know what I mean? And being open-minded and sharing, you know, your space with me and sharing information with me that you didn't have to.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And sharing it with my followers. So if a young kid...
Follow her, man.
I'm assuming that when you started, this wasn't your vision. It kind of just like it started to manifest more and more as you started to open up.
I was an athlete. For those that don't know, I was an All-American athlete. I could have probably went to the NFL.
Oh, you a football player.
And I ran track as well. And injuries kind of slowed it up. And I was a personal trainer for years. Worked with a lot of NFL athletes, NBA, boxers. And once I hopped on that plane, and music took me around the world. And I'm more passionate about traveling than anything, right?
Okay.
So once music took me around the world, I transitioned from sports and I'm writing the music. The sports ain't gonna take you around.
You want to advise people that tells you like, you know, I'm doing this music thing, and maybe they're not ready to be where you're at, but they still, you know what I mean, they still growing. Let's say they still got growth, but they're just not ready to be where, you know what I mean, or be with your team, but they...
You always have to have another hustle, honestly. Because if you're going all in something and you ain't making no money and you ain't really seeing no success, then you're just gonna be broke. You know what I'm saying? You gotta still have something else bringing income in. Regardless of whatever you're doing, make sure you got some other money coming in. Because you'll see people, they'll spend all their money on studio time. They're going. I'm not telling people don't go all in, don't go 100% in. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you should always have other hustles going on while you're pursuing your dreams. You know what I'm saying? That's one piece of advice I could give. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I could say is that kind of model what you're doing after what somebody else is doing. Not saying you're copying off that person. Like for instance, you know what I mean? If you can see a template, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of see the path and see the mistakes and try to kind of cut down. Mistakes is actually a good thing because you learn from them, but you know what I mean? You want to kind of see and look and kind of study what other people are doing so you make less mistakes, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where, you know, I'm humble enough to, and then listen to advice. A lot of people, I know what I'm doing, I already know how to do that, I know, no.
You said, David, what do you, how can people follow you and stuff like that?
David from Philly on Instagram. That's mainly what I be on. Really be on me, so I don't really be on. I'm not a social media dude like that.
So can people message you on there if they want to reach you, if they want to have, if they have questions?
Yeah, people can hit me up. You know what I'm saying? David from Philly on Instagram. You know what I mean? And hit me up.
Hit you up. Is there anything else before we end this interview that you want to tell people?
Stamp game coming soon. You know, be on the lookout for that.